Yo, what's going on Facebook, YouTube fam? It's your boy C.Blood, C.Blood too cool.
Independent, so these labels ain't collaring me. And if you hate God, you gon' have a problem with me.
Check this out, man. So I grew up in the 90s watching this show called Arthur. Arthur came on PBS Kids. If you didn't have cable, you definitely know what it was. But the show is still continuing. They just released that in the next season of Arthur that Mr. Ratburn, who is Arthur's teacher, is going to be presented as a gay man. He's going to be getting married to his gay partner on this PBS Kids show. Now, for those of y'all who know me, y'all know good and well how I rock, man. I'm about the full gospel. I'm not about condemnation. We don't bash and diss homosexuals for what they do and things like that. I got homosexuals, homies, people who are dealing with it, fighting with it. And I did a whole video on homosexuality and just pretty much saying how we do not preach that God brings deliverance for these things. People like J.O. Speaks, people like Jackie Hill Perry, who were in the homosexual community and actually were saved and delivered from it, showing that God is just that powerful. But this problem is, an agenda, just like everything else is an agenda, to promote homosexuality as a normal thing. And a lot of people do believe it's a normal thing. But to put it on our kids, for those of us who believe and really understand that, a child's mind is so vulnerable at any given time, and what we feed them can actually confuse them or make them believe something that's not even true. I can tell a child, hey, if you jump off this bridge, you can fly, you know what I'm saying? And they would actually believe me because they're ignorant and they're pure. And when we put these ideas like, hey, this man is marrying this man, or this woman is with this woman, it can bring thoughts in themselves to say, oh, well, maybe I like a man and maybe I like a woman. And at the end of the day, even if they don't, and I'm going to tell you why this subject, I love it, because I have homies who actually went the homosexual lifestyle only because people actually said that it was okay, and they were convinced by what people said that they were actually gay. They were like, well, I was kind of tomboyish, so everyone said I was gay, so I thought I was gay. Literally, this happens all the time. People don't want to acknowledge it, and I don't know why, but they had to come to a point and say, yo, I'm not this way. I was just shaped this way because people were saying I was this way, or people were saying that this was okay, or people were saying and embracing that, oh yeah, you might be like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the argument with this show now. People are going to say, hey, you should show the kids this because they might be like that. And if kids think, oh, well, I might be like that, they're inclined to actually go ahead and do it, even though they're not like it at all. Certain subjects should not be on television. Certain things should be taught only in the household, should only be taught in the home. And when it comes down to this whole subject of homosexuality, God calls it an abomination. We know what it is. People like to compare it to other sin and say, well, if I'm not, well, C.Blood, you slept with all these women. What about that? That's a sin. Yeah, it is a sin. All of it's a sin. I don't make excuses for my sin. The only way we get better when it comes to God, when it comes to living righteously and holy unto God, is when we recognize our sin for what it is and say, okay, God, I do have this desire. I do have this lust. And it's okay if you have that desire and you have that lust. We were born in the sin. So I'm not knocking anybody who has a desire for a homosexual lifestyle. What I'm saying is that you have to acknowledge and say, okay, this desire that I have in myself is sinful. Just like I had to acknowledge all the other desires I have in myself as sinful. So when it comes to, I'm not, this whole video, it's not going to be like cool for everybody who's not a believer. They're just going to bash the faith. They're going to try to write stuff. C.Blood hates this. I'm sick and tired of you Christians, blah, blah, blah. Because for some reason, they try to force us into believing we're homophobic. And they try to force us into believing we hate them. And then they say, oh, you Bible bashers. Like, I'm not bashing nobody with the Bible. It's the fact that sometimes people they just can't receive the other side of the track. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all want us Christians to always receive the other side of the track. But when we present our view, we're bashing and we're wrong and stuff like that. It's like, no. And that's cool because that's how the enemy works. I understand that this world is not fair. I understand that people do not see things at a level balance. People don't want to show grace and mercy. People don't want to be nice. People want to be right. People want to debate. They don't want to decide. They just want to debate. That's it. So I understand that. So I'm okay with all the comments. But for all the believers, man, we just got to be in prayer. And also, we got to make sure that we take consideration and look at the things that we are allowing our kids to watch. This show was perfectly fine my whole childhood. You know what I'm saying? Now they're introducing something that I know my parents wouldn't allow me to partake in because it could have sowed a seed in me of sin. It could have sown. And this is how the enemy is working. Trust me, the world is not getting any better, y'all. And I want y'all to understand that. The world is being the world, so I'm not surprised. America is America. I'm not surprised. We're not a Christian country. We're a country with a lot of Christians in it. And then even with those Christians in it, we have this lukewarmness thing that we got going on. So I'm just telling you what it is. But watch what your kids are watching. Continue to pray. Continue to monitor who your friends are around. And we gotta just stand up for it. You know what I'm saying? Until Christ comes back, which he will come back. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stand up for what we believe, man. So Arthur, I'm sorry, Arthur. I'm sorry. I'm sorry they did you like that, man. But it's an agenda that they're trying to push, man. And they're trying to make us believe what they want us to believe. And they get mad when we state when we believe. So that's it, what it is, man. C.Blood, too cool. Young adults, Christ life, no sweat loss. Let's go.
Independent, so these labels ain't collaring me. And if you hate God, you gon' have a problem with me. I stay connected to the